A 27-year-old man from Bear, Delaware kidnapped a New Jersey girl that he met on an online gaming platform that's usually aimed at youngsters.
Police said the 13-year-old girl met Graham on Roblox.
For allegedly kidnapping a New Jersey girl that he met through the online video game Roblox.
Roblox, a colorful and creative game, seems perfect for kids. It lets them build worlds, play games, and interact with friends. Millions of children love it. But underneath this seemingly innocent game lies a dark side that every parent should know about. Let's uncover the hidden dangers of Roblox, filled with real-life stories that will make you think twice. Roblox allows anyone to create and share games. This sounds great, but not all games are suitable for kids. Some hide inappropriate content, including violence, drugs, and even sexual material. Despite Roblox's strict rules, some bad games slip through. One of the biggest problems is condo games, or scented cons. These are virtual spaces where kids might encounter virtual strip clubs and naked characters. Even worse, these games can include simulated sexual activities. Roblox tries to remove them, but they keep returning with new names. Condo games are particularly harmful because they expose children to adult content that is inappropriate for their age. The explicit nature of these games can be disturbing and harmful to young minds. Moreover, these games can sometimes be a breeding ground for predators who use them to interact with children. Despite Roblox's strict guidelines and efforts to moderate content, condo games manage to slip through the cracks. Creators of these games use clever tactics to avoid detection, such as using coded language and creating new accounts frequently. Once discovered, these games are typically removed, but not before some children have already been exposed to them. Parents need to monitor the games their kids play and block anything inappropriate. It's not just about fun, it's about safety. Now, inappropriate games may seem to be the only problem with Roblox, but what comes next will haunt you. Like many online platforms, Roblox has its share of online predators. These dangerous individuals pretend to be children to gain kids' trust. They might manipulate young players into sharing personal information, or even worse, arranging real-life meetings. A parent named Sarah thought Roblox was a safe place for her son, but one day she noticed he was acting differently and didn't want to join family activities. He became secretive and withdrawn, often choosing to stay on his device rather than join in family activities he used to enjoy. Concerned, she checked his game and found out he had been playing these condo games. The discovery left her horrified and worried about what her son had been exposed to. Sarah thought Roblox was an innocent and safe game for her young son. He loved playing it, creating virtual worlds, and interacting with friends. Worried, Sarah decided to take a closer look at what her son was doing online. She logged into his Roblox account and began to investigate. To her shock, she discovered that her son had been communicating with someone on a third-party chat app. This person, who had pretended to be another child, had groomed her son into sending sexually clear images of himself. The realization hit Sarah like a ton of bricks. She felt a wave of horror and disbelief as she looked through the explicit messages and images her son had sent. The fact that this predator had manipulated her son right under her nose left her feeling sick and devastated. Desperate for answers and action, Sarah contacted Roblox to report what had happened. She wanted to know how this could have been allowed to happen and what could be done to prevent it in the future. However, Roblox responded that they could not comment on individual cases and pointed out that the grooming had taken place on a third-party app, not within their platform. Feeling let down by the response, Sarah then turned to the police. She hoped they could track down the predators and bring them to justice. However, the police informed her that their ability to investigate was limited because the predator was located in another country. To protect your children, teach them about online safety. Set strict privacy settings on their accounts. Be aware of who they are talking to and what they are sharing. The internet can be a dangerous place, and a little knowledge can go a long way in keeping kids safe. Cyberbullying is another hidden danger in Roblox. The chat feature, meant for friendly communication, can sometimes be used for bullying and harassment. This can have severe emotional impacts on young children who might not know how to handle such situations. Consider this real-life story. A father noticed his daughter was becoming increasingly upset after playing Roblox. She was being bullied by other players through the chat. The constant harassment made her anxious and withdrawn. Monitoring online interactions and teaching kids how to handle bullies is crucial to prevent such situations. Another major concern is in-app purchases. Roblox games are free to play, but they offer many tempting purchases. Children might not understand the value of money and could end up spending large amounts without realizing it. Some games have loot boxes, randomized items that can be bought with real money. This can lead to overspending and frustration. A parent named Mike shared how his son spent hundreds of dollars on in-app purchases without his knowledge. It was a financial hit, and it taught him the importance of setting spending limits or disabling in-app purchases altogether. He was left with no money to pay his bills, while his son enjoyed premium Roblox items. This is one way Roblox scams people and lures children into buying their merchandise. Survive the Killer. Now I will tell you about some games that are secretly toying with your children and can influence them greatly. No 6 will shock you. Imagine a game where your child is given a lethal weapon to either kill or be killed. In Survive the Killer, players face an evil serial killer character. If they fail to kill the killer, they are brutally murdered. Alternatively, they can choose to be the killer, going on a spree of their own. This game has 6 intense modes, including Classic, Killer, Area 51 Assault, Endless Survival, House of Dead mode, and Extreme. The graphic violence and gore in this game can leave lasting impressions on young minds, causing sleepless nights and nightmares. The question is, why would such a game be accessible to children? Fashion Famous. In our next game, all your parenting will be gone out of the window, as Roblox has something terrible hidden within it. In Fashion Famous, designers race against the clock to showcase their creativity based on given themes. Sounds harmless, right? But here's the twist. Players can alter not just outfits and makeup, but also physical features like nose, eyes, and skin color. Some users push the boundaries, introducing sexual content inappropriate for kids. Moreover, the game reinforces the idea of being rewarded for looks, a concept many parents find troubling. What kind of message does this send to impressionable young children? Club Iris. Next is Club Iris, which lets kids experience the nightlife they're too young for in real life. In this virtual nightclub, players can dance and date, often engaging in inappropriate activities. Hotel rooms and beds are part of the game, where players can perform suggestive dances on each other. There have even been reports of users having offensive words printed on their virtual shirts. Despite its popularity, one must wonder why Roblox hasn't taken down this game, given its large kid user base. What happens next in Club Iris will leave you speechless. Obby Games. Moving forward, have a look at Obby Games, or obstacle courses, which challenge players to escape by completing tasks. Initially, this seems like a fun, harmless way to improve analytical skills, but as players progress, they encounter dreadful characters and wicked toys that can frighten young kids. The sinister turn these games take is enough to give any child nightmares. What seemed like a simple game of skill quickly became a terrifying experience. How far will your child go before encountering these chilling surprises? Dance Club. At first glance, Dance Club appears to be about dancing. However, it disguises a much darker side. Players engage in role-playing that includes dating and performing filthy actions. The game even features rooms with beds where erotic activities take place. Encouraging dating and adult behaviors, this game is highly inappropriate for kids. The question is, how far will these interactions go before a parent catches on? Bloxburg, which lets players build virtual lives, complete with homes and jobs. While it helps kids learn life skills, it also exposes them to adult scenarios that are not suitable for young minds. Some players in the game act in inappropriate ways, showing behaviors kids shouldn't witness. This dual nature makes it a game that's both educational and potentially harmful. Will your child learn valuable lessons or pick up inappropriate behaviors? Mortem Metallum. Mortem Metallum is a combat-focused game where players use various weapons to battle each other. The intense and violent nature of the game is not suitable for all age groups. The game's primary focus on combat can be disturbing, as players engage in bloody fights with graphic depictions. How can such a violent game be allowed on a platform primarily used by children? The Horror Mansion. The last game is The Horror Mansion, which thrusts players into a haunted house filled with eerie puzzles and terrifying scenarios. The suspenseful atmosphere and chilling events make this game a nightmare for young kids. As players try to escape the haunted mansion, they encounter frightening threats that can cause lasting fear. What happens when a simple game becomes a source of terror for your child? Roblox can be super addictive for kids. Imagine this, your child, who loved playing outdoors and getting crafty, now can't peel their eyes away from Roblox. They're up late, meal times are skipped, and homework is forgotten. Grades start to slip, and friends aren't around much anymore. This digital world could be stealing precious moments of their childhood. The key? Parents need to step in with strict screen time rules and promote balance. Can you help your child break free from these invisible chains before it's too late? Roblox isn't just a game, it's a marketplace where real money changes hands, and sadly, it's ripe with scams. Their Robux is gone, and your credit card takes a hit. It's a parent's nightmare. To dodge these traps, teach your kids the scammer's red flags. Remind them, no sharing personal information or passwords. The virtual world is full of dangers. Is your child savvy enough to steer clear? Did you know Roblox is a big target for nasty malware? According to a Kaspersky report from 2023, it's a hotspot for cyber attacks. One nasty bug, Spy Note, can even spy on your child through their device. Terrifying, right? First things first, slap a parent pin on your kid's Roblox account for that extra layer of keep out security. It's like the digital equivalent of a secret handshake. Then, dive into the allowed experiences settings to tailor their gaming environment to be just right for their age, blocking the stuff that makes you go, maybe not. Now, remember to peek into their activity logs regularly. It's like being a fly on the virtual wall, seeing who they're chatting with, which games are absorbing their time, and what they're trading. Knowledge is power, right? Let's talk passwords. Those digital keys need to be as tough as a superhero. Teach your kids the art of crafting strong, unique passwords and layer up with two-factor authentication, 2FA, to keep the baddies out. Also, it's super important to chat about the big no-no, sharing personal info. In the world of online gaming, oversharing can lead to all sorts of trouble, like identity theft. Keep those personal details locked down like a treasure chest. Set up a gaming zone in a shared space at home. This way, you can keep an ear out for anything iffy without cramping their style. And hey, why not ditch the headphones now and then? It's easier to catch sneaky chats or iffy language that way. Keep the conversation going. Talk about the pitfalls and perils of online gaming as casually as you chat about their day at school. And here's a fun idea. Jump into a game of Roblox with them. It's a great way to show you're in this together, and you might just get why they love it so much. Protect your tech too. Equip your devices with some robust antivirus software and a VPN for that invisible cloak vibe, keeping everything from your kids' gaming adventures to your family's digital footprints safe and sound. Teach your child about these risks. Make sure they know to keep their personal info private and to trust their gut when something feels off. With predators and malware around, is your child equipped to stay safe? Roblox has its perks, but it's packed with risks. Keep those lines of communication open with your kids. Remind them they can always turn to you if things get weird. Regular check-ins are crucial to ensure they understand these risks and how to handle them. That is it for today. Stay safe, cautious, and aware. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for more videos. See you soon.